come back to those nights, my horror night.
Welcome to the last video store. I'm your host, Bud Hatfield, and this is the YouTube show where we recommend the good, the bad, and ugly of horror movies. Today is a special day. It is our Summerween episode. And if you haven't been following the Haddonfield household, we have been doing Summerween since Colin was about 2 or 3 years old. So we're roughly on our 11th or 12th anniversary. Pretty much, we really can't wait till Halloween, so we like to celebrate it a couple months early. And we dress up in costumes. We watch our favorite Halloween movies and TV shows, whether it be the episodes of The Simpsons, South Park, Regular Show, Hey Arnold, all them good old Halloween classic TV episodes. And we just pretty much have a day full of just spending time together and eating candy and just doing the family business. Like I said, me and Colin has been doing it since he was about 2 or 3 years old. It started because he was a big fan of Gravity Falls and they had a Summerween episode. And ever since we saw that, we've been hooked onto it. So what would be a better movie to do than 2016's The Barn? It takes place on Halloween. It's one of those 80s throwback horror movies. And years ago, they had this barn in this specific town. And if you knocked, I believe, 3 times on the barn door, they have some demons that'll come up and take your soul, take you all the way to hell. And years later, we get 2 main characters. They're known as the Gardeners of Hell, and they're just absolutely huge Halloween fans. And they're not ready to grow up. So they figured they'd go out on one last Halloween adventure to go see a concert. They end up in that small town with the barn. Somebody fucks around, summons the 3 demons, and they have to spend the rest of the night fighting off, saving humanity and themselves. So Linnea Quigley has a small part in it. She's kind of a shitty character, but it's always great seeing her. She's rocks. Ari Lehman also has a small part in it, and there was a sequel that came out a couple years later, and in the next couple weeks, we're going to be attending Houston Horror Fest, and one of the movies that they're premiering is The Barn 3, so I'm super excited for that one. I remember watching this when it was one of those Kickstarter campaigns. Of course, I support independent horror movies, so I threw my money at it. I got the Blu-ray and DVD just because it's my only hobby, and I absolutely fell in love with it. The story's fun. The 3 main killers, which is like a pumpkin-headed creature, a miner, and a scarecrow, they look really cool. There's practical effects, there's boobs, there's all kind of blood, and of course it all takes place in the barn. So definitely, I can't talk today, recommend The Barn. Like I said, it came from 2016. There is a sequel that came out, like I said, I want to say in the 2020s, and we get Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy the Mail Girl and some of our returning stars, spoiler free. But I recommend both of those movies, and I cannot wait to watch the 3rd one. Scream Team Releasing did both of these movies, so you can find, especially this one, on Blu-ray and DVD. You can go on their website. I believe you can go on YouTube or eBay or Amazon. Fandango, you can find the DVD and you can find the stream very easily, and I highly suggest you do so. This is one of those fun back 80s nostalgia synth score. I can keep harping about this movie all day because it's a whole lot of fun. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely for me, and I proudly display this movie and the sequel in the last video store. So next week we're going back to our regularly scheduled programming, Summer Carnage. Summer's almost over, sadly, so I've been out the last couple weeks just trying to spend and make as much time as I can with my 2 boys, because that's what I'm all about. Colin and Evan definitely are growing up to be wonderful men, and it makes me sad that they're growing up as fast as they are. But Shelly's still doing well. The house of Haddonfield is just thriving. We're all having a great, wonderful summer together, and I hope you are doing the same. Family does mean a lot. You can't pick your family, but you can pick your nose and your butt. Which I don't know what I'm getting at with that. But I'm going to stop rambling. Check out The Barn. Come back next week for some more Summer Carnage. In August, we're going to start our Halloween season-themed episodes, which Halloween's definitely the best time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. But I'm going to stop. Please like and subscribe. Again, this is The Last Video Store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield. Please give us a like and a subscribe. Message me with some of your favorite Halloween horror movies. I want to know more about each and every one of y'all. So I'm easy to find. I'm everywhere. And let's give us a topic to talk about. So I will see y'all on next week's episode.
Be careful where you walk.
Does that sign say Deathville?
Be careful what you mock.
Dude, this legend is bogus. Monsters aren't real.
And most importantly, be careful when you knock.
Trick or treat!
Because if you don't, on Halloween night, 3 unholy creatures will come out to bite. The Barn. Introducing, in ungodly order, Hallowed Jack, the Watcher of the Pumpkin Patch. Candy Corn Scarecrow, the Protector of the Harvest. And the Boogeyman, the Guardian of the Barn. 3 demons whose only desire is to collect the flesh of the living and take it back to hell.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give...
Featuring appearances by Scream Queen Linnea Quigley and the first Jason Voorhees himself, Ari Lehman. This Halloween, you are their treat. The Barn.
Michael Myers are the heroes of my past. Now the media is dying. Chucky and the zombies are all up in cemetery. So bring me back those. I wanna come back to those times.